there are people that are like, are you gay, blah, 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 like, and I'm just like, no, it's just what they felt was best for me to get put in. And I'm obviously like, the pictures look good, so I'm going to post them and give the credit where the credit's due.
So, okay, I want to talk about something that I had learned about after the black hairstyle videos went viral, because I started noticing something that I'm like, oh, this would be such a great conversation to have with other black models. And what I'm about to say is probably going to be very, very controversial, but I think also very, very necessary. And it's going to probably get me even in trouble because it's coming from a white-looking Hispanic. I'm not white. I'm Hispanic.
Yeah.
But I look white. But one observation that I noticed, and I want to hear your perspective, because there's another model that I saw that basically, when he got signed, had a completely different look, line up, buzzed goatee, and then like now he looks completely transformed. His hair is grown out, cleanly shaved, and you could see him looking one way to appease the culture, his culture, black culture, and then him looking another way to appease fashion culture.
Fashion, yep.
There's a clear distinction between the two, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But in that particular video that went viral, I was noticing a lot of black males who were never going to be models outraged by my statements about growing out your hair and not getting lineups, right? Obviously, it was because why is this white-looking man talking about black dudes' hairs, which, by the way, I was asked to do that, and I stand by it. I don't regret it. I'm not afraid to talk about anybody's hairstyle.
No, absolutely.
But what I found interesting when I started analyzing why the culture is so important to black men and why black male models are like, how do I say this? What I'm talking about is black male beauty standards. How the culture, black culture views it, and then how fashion culture views it, and how completely different they are. In one section of the comments, it's black men upholding black culture beauty standards for males. And then in the other were black men who wanted to attain or achieve black standards for the fashion industry. But I was like, it's really interesting because from my perspective, when I was showing all these images of these black fashion models, to me, they all look stunning. They all look beautiful. To me, I'm like, this is peak black man from my perspective. Like, it's showcasing the range, the diversity of different hairstyles, the different looks, how like cool they look in all these different outfits, right? But then black men from black culture representing black culture were like offended and they were dogging them. There was comments saying that these men look unkept because their hairstyles were grown out. And I was taken aback because I'm like, why are you suggesting that a black man's natural hairstyle grown out is considered unkept and tacky? And that's why me saying that lineups in fashion are not a thing that you see was offensive. But then I kind of realized when you do look at black culture and the beauty standards of males in black culture, who are the beauty standards in black culture? I'm like, okay, Chris Brown, Drake, Kanye, but these aren't beautiful men.
No, they're not. They're all rappers and artists.
The reason why I think that there is clowning and opposition from black males in black culture is because black fashion male models are truly the best representation of black males in general. Who would you say the prime beauty standard of black men in black culture is?
I would definitely say like your Drakes, your Kanye Wests.
Okay, so let's just stick with Drake. So you compared to Drake, like, come on, like,
yeah, so he's two totally different.
I feel like women would be more attracted to you, and I'm pretty sure you take care of yourself more.
If you took Drake's name and it was just Drake and he was just a normal regular person, he wasn't a celebrity, I do think that people would choose me over Drake.
Right, but comparing the two, right, like one is seen amongst males in black culture as the standard of what a black man should look like, and then you come in, you're an opposing force to that because you're what the fashion industry considers as a beautiful black man. But realistically, who is actually found more attractive amongst the general public or even within the community? I found that to be an interesting conversation because I'm like, man, why is it that black male models aren't the ones who are upheld amongst their own people within the culture because they represent the culture the best, in my opinion, right? Because you look the best, you dress the best, like look at Alton Mason. And I think the reason why, and I'm not even letting you opine yet, so I don't know what you think. Look at Alton Mason, and I thought he was gay, and I don't think he's gay. I think he has a girlfriend.
He is.
He's gay?
I think so. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, he's just a beautiful man in general.
But this is the point. This is the point, and this is actually where I'm getting at. Because black men will see him as gay, and they wouldn't ever like accept that as like the standard of black man.
Yeah, I agree
with
that.
To me, I think the reason why there is this resistance against black male fashion models is because black fashion models in the industry tend to be feminized and basically made to be presented as if they were gay, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that that's what happens, and that's what causes, if you're a black dude that's growing up in whatever culture area, but you don't know too much about fashion culture. All your inspiration and your influences come from like hip hop culture and stuff. You look at fashion models as like, I don't want to have anything to do with that. Like those guys are too pretty. They're gay. They're this.
I mean,
they're
I
that.
get that. I get that. Honestly, I think it ties in with that. Coming from an urban community, us as black men have always had to adapt to what others want us to do. So I want to say people from the outside that look in are always like, these guys look unkept, or they don't fit the standard because they're so used to their environments and the people that they've been around, and they refuse to change just for a client or for something like that. And from the outside looking in, it could look potentially like feminine. You wouldn't know unless you were in the industry. But I think it ties into just like the black men not wanting to change and adapt for anyone. It's just like, I'm confident in the fact that I am from an urban community and I don't need to do this in order to be perceived a certain way by people.